My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. It's time to play the Necrobinder. Oh, show me a booming conch floor. Show me a floor where I can take on 3 elites and it's comfortable. I wouldn't call it comfortable, but there is a 3 elite line. In fact, there's a couple of 3 elite lines. One of them comes with 4 question marks, 2 upgrades, 3 elites. One of them comes with 2 question marks, 1 shop, 3 elites. What do I think about the other choices here? I mean, Hefty Tablet. There is a really good reason to take Hefty Tablet on this character as well, because in your rare set, you've got a lot of cards you'd want to build around, including just Scythe. Give me Scythe from the start of the game, and then I choose my path around how many enemies I can hit. Or Banshee's Cry. Give me that, and then I'll pick up all of the ethereal cards, then explode all of my enemies, you know? Like, you can get a lot of direction from this. You can also just get a lot of independently strong cards like Call of the Void and stuff like that. We're on Underdogs, which actually means that I'm a strict advantage, right? No, I'm not on Underdogs. Oh, it just always looks like Underdogs when I'm at Niao because I see water. Yeah, all right. Give me the conch. Let's take out 3 elites. Thank you for the temp HP pool, Osty. Really holding it down for us every time. Sleight of Flesh, pull aggro, Grey Blasts. There's so many ways to trigger Sleight of Flesh. I don't have to take that and then think it's a speculation. It's really not. Peck, Toric Toughness, or Slither. I don't want to Slither the Sleight of Flesh because if it turns up, and you know, 25% of the time it will turn up in my hand at 3 cost, then I start to weep. So just turn a strike into a Toric Toughness for us. Toric Toughness defends us for 5, and then gives us 5 block the next turn, and the next turn after as well. So it's like dodge and roll and roll. Rattle, Sculpting Strike, and Afterlife. I'm unlikely to go heavy enough into an Osty attacking build if I'm going to be focusing on debuffs. I could just take Sculpting Strike as a card. What if I just took it as a card? It's a strike plus in my deck that occasionally deletes another strike from my hand that I don't want. That's a card. I might even play that card. See, look at that. Removes a strike from the deck. Should have used it there as well. That said, we're not going to be taking any more damage in this fight. Grey Blast, Capture Spirits. So, let's say the... I want to take the AoE of So. Just a little bit of coverage, please. See, the annoying thing here is this is a fight that really... Oh, God. Why do I keep getting my question marks as fights? These tier 2 fights are so annoying. I want to hit them to deal damage, but I also don't want to take a bunch of damage. But I'm just going to. That is going to happen over the course of this fight. I don't really have much say in that. All right. We got one down. Now, 7 more damage directly to our body. And then if I could just take another 7 more damage directly to my body. Perfect. Oh, could you quickly threaten to kill me? Excellent. It's all going to plan. It's just the plan that's bad. I mean, I'd love to take fear, but for every reason under the sun, I am terrified of all enemies. I'd love to upgrade a card, but for every reason under the sun, I'm terrified of all enemies. How much did you actually do to us? So, here we go. 0 damage in Fuzzy Crawler, 0 damage in the Shrinker Beetle, 6 damage in the Group of Slimes, and then 36 damage in the Overgrown Flora. To be fair, Slide of Flesh is a card that I took that is not contributing to the deck yet, so it is literally just a curse that I'm carrying around. Toric Toughness is, you know, nice, but slow. Sculpting Strike, if I didn't take that, I don't know, I might have even died in the Overgrowth Flora fight, who knows? So is a damage card. Like, damn. Like, damn. I fully expect to die in this fight, by the way, now. I don't have enough dedicated damage to be able to get through this guy. I might have had a chance against Badonis. Probably not even against the Flog as well. And this is additional... Oh my god. The additional energy on turn 1 does nothing unless I have offensiveness against... I'm dead. I am dead yesterday. I'm gonna use a skill potion. Ooh. That's so many debuffs. God damn it. Looks like we might actually live. Oh! No. No, never mind. All good. It's fine. I guess? Yeah, I really can't even make a single speculative decision. Give me the hefty tablet. Let's start our run the right way. It's not what I would have chosen, but I'll take Spirit of Ash. Every ethereal card blocks us for 4, upgrades to 5. Not bad. The floor sucks as well. Damn. I'm gonna remove that early injury. Spirit of Ash is currently a speculative choice in this deck as well, by the by. Until I have a reasonable density of ethereal cards, it does nothing. Okay. 0 damage, Fuzzy Worm. Come on! If I got that immediately after the Slide of Flesh last time, we would have been solved! You know what? Having just gotten that, I'm gonna take this left path with all the elites. Oh, Defy. Yes, thank you. Hey, we might actually have some stuff going on here. That Defy now blocks for 10 while weakening the enemy as well. I don't actually think Fear goes in this deck. Even though it's an ethereal card, I do think Invoke, giving us additional energy costs, is probably more important. I don't think a second Deathbringer is necessary as much as being able to more consistently play our first one. Okay, Deathbringer takes the Twig Slime in the front line down. Gonna use a Cure-All here. Just to add a wee bit of defense to the turn. Beautiful. No more Flaconid. Friendship, Veil Piercer. Friendship is going to be good in this deck as well. I'm drafting towards Doom and Defense. Veil Piercer is nice, certainly, for you know, energy cheating ethereal cards, but what if I just energy cheated everything because I had a Friendship? And a delay. Hell yes. Oh my god, we've been getting so strong. Oh boy, look at this. We even get to attack on this first turn. Deathbringer. I'll drop the defend. I'm probably going to use delay next turn if I had to guess. Well, I would have if I drew it. Perfect. See, this is the Sleight of Flesh deck. It's just I need these cards in this order, and then I find Sleight of Flesh later. Another Defy. Still huge, actually. I think Delay needs an upgrade to give us a second point of energy. No damage taken to us. Gonna take a couple cycles of Deathbringer before we get this done. Thankfully, during that time, we're mostly just getting more powerful, except for the infections going to the discard. That sucks. Okay, the enemy goes down to their doom, meaning they summon all these Wrigglers that don't do anything for a turn. I'm gonna start working on being able to kill one of them, just in case we don't draw Deathbringer soon. Damn. I could have saved myself some damage if I had targeted one of the Wrigglers attacking on the second turn with my first strike rather than where I actually did. But there goes that combat. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP as well as a Potion of Doom. Those are both huge for us there. Usaragama. Whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage to a random enemy. I think I don't do commonly. But then I get to heal for a huge amount before I go for the last 2 elites on this floor. Deathbringer does weaken the enemy, which saves 5 damage. Yeah. Better that than Friendship, which is going to save much more than 5 damage over the course of the floor. Yikes. Oh my god. Okay, that turn we just played Delay and Invoke, so give me... No, it didn't. Wah. Oh, it would have been so good to see Dirge that turn. Defy. Deathbringer, your turn. Back to me. Blessing in the Forge, Bronze Scales, hell yeah. Oblivion, when we play a card this turn, deal 3 damage to an enemy. Lethality is ethereal, but it boosts attacks, which I don't really care about. Scourge. I'll take an Oblivion. It additionally incentivizes us adding additional draw to this deck, a thing that I already want to do. But that I'd certainly accept a push in the direction of. Whole lot of days in that discard pile now. And that'll do it. Beautiful. Death's Door. Gain 6 block if you've applied Doom this turn. Yes. I'll take it. Annoying. I'm going to use Blessing in the Forge here to gain additional summon on Osti, because that temp HP is going to matter. I'll probably end up using Potion of Doom in this fight as well, to be honest. Delay, and then defend. Spirit of Ash is really holding it down for our defense here. Okay, big Dirge. Reason we do that is because each of these souls is going to add 10% damage for everything that happens after it. Well, at least attacks that happen after it. And also it allows us to be real picky. I might be able to get out of this without taking any more damage. $11, 21, takes you up to 72. Still not dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go delay instead then. Only take 5 damage this turn, and then figure out a new settlement this turn. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, far and away did not need the Potion of Doom. It wouldn't have changed really what turn the enemy died on or how much damage I took. Invoke, negative pulse flatten. I'll take a negative pulse before I hit the upgrade. Delay in a single strike, unfortunately, here. Still alive. I do feel like we'll probably have to rest before this boss, though. Annoyingly, I really wish that wasn't the case. God, there's so many upgrades this deck desperately wants as well. Reeve, Grey Blast, and a Rattle. I don't think I need any of those, though. Alright, I'm just gonna take the rest rather than even looking at the upgrade. It's just gonna disappoint me when I don't get to take any of them. I think it's really important I start getting additional energy now. Especially because delay... Oh, wow. It did not matter at all, especially because Delay was still in the draw pile. And helping pay for that was going to be huge. Deathbringer, Death's Door, way better than playing Delay that turn, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to throw a Potion of Doom to activate Death's Door this turn for reasonable block. Otherwise, we were going to take just far too much damage for comfort there. I don't have Spirit of Ash out. I do not have Spirit of Ash out. Ooh, that sucks. Okay, Delay and Invoke both down. Alright, I think I found the problem. Deck don't do damage. Deck's supposed to do damage, don't do damage. Oh god, yeah, this enemy is way too strong. This is as clear an indication as I can possibly get from the game that I'm not doing enough damage to be where I'm at. Like, admittedly, you know, the enemy is doomed up to hell, absolutely. But that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just not going to do it. 20 more damage to the enemy, otherwise I wasn't even getting to their breakpoint. That said, after the breakpoint, ooh, that fight was going to be easy. So yes, definitely, I legitimately think like what, 1 or 2 copies of just a reasonable attack card would have changed that. Actually, I want to know. I want to know exactly, because I could have defined the damage problem that we're having a bit earlier than that. So by Bygone Effigy, it was very clear that our defense was exceptionally good, but our offense wasn't, because that fight took, you know, 10 turns. I think Fogmog was also a good example of that. I think Badonis, we had decent damage, because you can fight Badonis all the way up here, even. Managed to get through that, and even then it took 31 damage because the fight went longer than it really wants to. Frog Parasite also went pretty long. Damn. Vine Shambler. Was that our first tier 2? No, the Shroom and Slime was. But I also pushed the Cure-All to get through that fight earlier. Okay, so I was fine in Vine Shambler. And I would have been fine in Shroom and Slime as well. Okay, yeah, so the recognition was that as soon as an enemy has more than 1 or 2 times the HP pool of Deathbringer, I also need to have an option for how I hit them in the face. And I just did not have that for Ceremonial Beast. So I could have identified that problem literally as soon as I got the Deathbringer, which was my first selection. So something like maybe... I do think Defy I still go by. Probably Invoke as well. Veil Piercer in retrospect, the additional 10 damage would have been really nice. Probably... maybe Blight Strike, but I still think I stand by Defy there so that I can get the... Spirit of Ash to do something for us. Dirge never really did too much for me in the fight. I do think Drain Power, gradually upgrading the deck as well as doing 10 damage, would have been more impactful for us. Oblivion was... I probably shouldn't have taken any cards from this, to be real. Oblivion wasn't doing anything for us yet. I needed to draw, like, much more draw in the deck before Oblivion was really going to make a difference. And here, I do stand by the Death's Door, especially given the rest of the deck. Although I could see the argument for Reeve. And then here at the final one, I could definitely see the argument for just take Reeve independently as a 9 damage card. Alright. Alright. I see it. I see it all. And then I roll those bones. Let's get 150 gold and remove a card from the deck, only at the cost of a decay, which I'll remove from the deck as soon as I get to a shop. There is a 3 rest line. As in 3 midline rests. I'll take it. I'm more than interested enough. Loggerville and Matriarch at the end of this floor is going to demand that we have quick or scaling damage. Give me poke. 0 cost Osty attack. Oh! And then I get fetch, another 0 cost Osty attack. Okay, Osty attack is our sub theme. And that's really good because Osty's attacks do not get debuffed by the Loggerville Matriarch. They can't, actually. Snap! Osty deals 7 damage and adds retain to card in hands. Or retain a strike, thank you. I'll only cast it when it's the only strike I can cast. Sculpting Strike, Afterlife, and Reeve. Afterlife is a defensive pickup here that I think I can afford. Probably only one of, though. Let's give a little additional damage to an Osty attack. One of the free Osty attacks. Then, first upgrade, I'm going to go... well, I mean, it's defense, really, that I need upgraded. Then I choose to upgrade offense. Ow. There was an additional defend in that hand that should have hit that retain. Calcify. Osty's attack deal 4 more damage, or high 5. Osty deals 11 damage, and 2 vulnerable to all enemies. I gotta take the AoE before I take shoring up damage. Yeah, because fights like this. Because exactly of fights like this. Oh, you thought you were gonna get me, but no. I'm actually gonna use a Vuln Pot to not take a bunch of damage this turn as well. Pass, Dredge, and Death's Door. I'm happy to take a copy of Dredge here. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand, especially because it can fetch 0 costs, especially if I get a Flatten in this deck as well. Lantern. Start each combat with an additional energy. Got to make the Dredge retain if I want to be able to use it like that. Give me a Relic. Ooh. 6 max HP when I get a curse. Cool. Sometimes you get a curse and you're like, I gotta take it. I would love to have some additional defense in this deck, a thing that I've yet to put in here. Interesting, interesting. I don't think I could take an elite. Oh, God. I really need this not to be a fight of any kind. Because I can't really afford to give up HP here, because the boss is gonna harm us. I think I just have to take a negative pulse. It's not really a defend. I mean, it is exactly a defend. It doesn't defend for more than a defend defends. It just adds more density of defense in this deck. I don't think I have a choice there, unfortunately. I really don't want to be bloating this deck, but I think I have to do that to even possibly skate by here. I think high five and just striking is probably the better opener rather than wait. It's not like I have much to set up for other than vulnerability on the enemy. I'm going to use Speed Pot this turn, then defend, snap the negative pulse, and then play it. So it has retain in the future. If I fetch, snap the unleash. Dredge back, fetch, poke, snap. It's getting 3 cards now. Osti's attacks at least will remain powerful and potent. My own, however, will not experience the same such fate. Oh, you are kidding me? Not enough defense in this deck. To be fair, I knew that there definitely wasn't enough defense in this deck, and I wasn't really giving myself enough opportunities after the point of discovery. Like, as soon as I realized... Where was it? I mean, here I was already contemplating whether or not I should put a nimble on a defend card rather than fetch getting a sharp. And here I was already talking about, well, I need to upgrade my defense. That's really what I need. So taking high five and then dredge, not that Death's Door was something I would really be able to use. Upgrading dredge, Darkstone Periapt, high five, Book of the Five Rings. Yeah, so, oh, that's so annoying. I recognized the problem down here. And then on the path that I'd elected to take, I had no way of solving that problem. So I think, as frustrating as it looks, I think getting to this position and realizing the defense was still a problem for us, and that I was not going to be able to get through the boss without it, I couldn't have gone restroom, chest, rest, question mark, rest, chest in retrospect, question mark, rest, leave. Just not enough card opportunities to try and save ourselves from the defenselessness that I'd put into the deck. I mean, also, all of this completely changes if I take the Grave Warden at the very top of the fight, very top of the run. But then I don't have the poke, and then fetch becomes less valuable, and who knows if I have the same run. So that one I'm not going to change, but obviously in retrospect, I probably should have taken the Grave Warden. I think pull aggro, a little bit of value as well, but very, very slow, and especially because it like relies on having block as value as well, is not going to be particularly good for the Lagavulin Matriarch for us. We would have needed to kill faster. I think also finding like just another Osti attack like Rattle or something would have really, really helped. Because these are all utility Osti attacks that set up. Like, these are 0 costs that you use to make Flatten cost nothing, or to do damage to a target that has Sikkim on them so that you can get Summon from it, or to set up Rattle, doing more attacks in a single turn. And, like, I've got a lot of the glue pieces for Osti to do damage, but I don't really have any of the pieces that make the damage happen. So because of that, we also didn't have fast enough damage to get through this fight. Tough stuff there. Ugh, cut in half by the Lagavulin Matriarch. Hopefully those grow into two new healthy beings that themselves each compete against the Lagavulin Matriarch in their own run and towards the Architect in the near future. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2, top left. This is a series playlist, and all my content of the game, past, present, and future YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Thank you.